I finally got my copy of Will Downing's Silver, and I have to say it was well worth the wait. For those of you who don't know, Silver is Will Downing's way of commemorating his 25 years in the music industry. This album is more or less a compilation of tracks off of last year's Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, with 4 brand new recordings, and ending with a live recording of 3 classic Will Downing tracks. And as expected, the production behind this album is absolutely stellar. The live instruments combined with the beautiful backup vocals supporting Will's singing are just so good that if they had just sold these as their own album, I still would have bought it. And as a best of album in theory, this has some re-recordings of old favorites that are sure to please any Will Downing fan, and I will say that a fan of Will Downing will absolutely love this CD to death, but that is where I think the album slips up just a bit for the sheer fact this album is not readily made for the casual listener. For those just getting introduced to Will Downing, they think of this album as slow, boring, and monotonous when in reality it's not, because the album really doesn't start picking up till around the 6th track. That's when most people may start getting into it. Also, I will say this album is not particularly one for casual listening. It's more of, I guess for lack of a better word, a mood setter album, and I feel geared more towards couples and the times when you're alone and you feel like you want to wind down. So I will have to knock the album on these points. So in conclusion, I will give this album a very, very solid, very, very strong 4 out of 5. It is brilliantly produced and just beautiful. It is sure to please any Will Downing fan, any R&B fan, and any Quiet Storm lover. But for those who are just getting introduced to Will Downing, I would recommend you work your way through his previous albums. I recommend Invitation Only, and then get to this one so you can truly appreciate what this album has to offer. Thank you for watching, and next time we review the album I have been waiting for, Justin Timberlake's The 2020 Experience.